Don't get it twisted as a black man or a black woman when you are hated. The reason is because the Creator have embedded in your DNA a superior intelligence that pose a threat on other race. In spite of the fact that for centuries you have been stamped down, buried, yet you break forth through and rise to compete. That is something trembling and troubling to the rest of the world. I'm going to share with you 3 videos that will substantiate the fact that deep within the DNA of a black person is buried a superior intelligence that threatens the rest of the world. But I'm going to play in a video of a white woman who verbally confessed how she developed intense gross hatred towards black women because of their superior intelligence. But let's start with the first video. This video is a man known as Baba SY, a Senegalese draft player who competed with 150 grandmasters in draft game in the 1962 and beat every one of them hands down. That is a superior intelligence. 150 people simultaneously played a game with one man and he won all of them. That should be regarded as a god. It takes a god in its infinite intelligence to execute such powerful, calculative game. This is one of the reasons why you are hated. People are wondering, what kind of intelligence is this? I am going to share with you the second video, which is the video of the brain box behind the supercomputer in the world today. Philip Emeagwali from Nigeria. He wasn't even given the opportunity to speak on his computation of the supercomputer. It was a white boy who gave a speech on that, but it was with time he was given the opportunity. This kind of intelligence threatens the rest of the race. Listen to him.
I have written 1,000,000 words on partial differential equations, finite difference algorithms, message passing, codes, as well as lecture notes on my world's fastest computing. These are what sets me apart from the likes of Albert Einstein. As a black scientist who came of age in the 1970s, I was not welcomed to give public lectures. For instance, I gave a job hiring lecture on the world's fastest computing on about September 24, 1985 in Ann Arbor, Michigan. The position was cancelled after the white scientific community discovered that I was black and African born. My contribution was that I discovered how to execute the world's fastest computing and do so across the world's slowest processors. My invention is a milestone in physics, mathematics, and computer science. The fastest computer in the world is the heavyweight champion of the computer world.
That is Philip Emeagwali. White people are wondering, how can a Nigerian born boy come to America and execute such excellence? It is a threat to the rest of the world. The reason why American prison is filled with black people is because the best way to kill the genius of a man is to never give him opportunity. But despite the fact that the black man was not given the opportunity in America and the rest of the world, they still play at the highest level. So the best way for white man to cage that destiny is to send those children to the prison, because in the prison the destiny and the genius languishes. Anyways, watch the video of this white woman and what she said.
I have a theory about why black women and white women are having such a hard time getting along, and it starts with a story. When I first started teaching, I was in a teacher training program with 3 other women. 2 of them were black and 1 of them was Indian, and we started teaching at the same school, the same grade, at the same time. One of these women, a black woman, completely excelled. She did so much better than I did at literally everything. Classroom management, her test scores were high. She was excellent at literally everything. And something about her excellence didn't sit right with me. I just didn't feel good about it, and I couldn't figure out why I didn't feel good about it. It was internalized racism, but I didn't know that yet. So I had to sit with this idea of her being better than me and trying to figure out why it didn't feel good and feel comfortable for me. And of course, at the time, I didn't know that I needed to do the work of anti-racism, so I didn't think it was possibly because I could have internalized racism. I had to do a lot of study and thought about myself and what could possibly be making me feel this way about this woman. And here's what I discovered. Most of the media that I had consumed up to that point in my life had white people as the central characters. And the shows and other media that I consumed that had white women at the central characters often had black women as the side characters. These black women's role in these movies was to assist the white women, support the white women, advise the white women, but never to rise above the white women. Even shows that were about black women, like The Help, had white women as the central character and the black women as supporting characters. So I internalized the idea that black women were there to support me and to advise me, but not to rise above or become better than me. And that's why when this black teacher was way better and more talented than me, I felt some kind of way about it. Now, I'd imagine lots and lots more white women have also internalized the same idea, and that's why they feel okay stealing black women's content and not giving them any credit, because the black women are just there to advise them anyway. But most black women are natural leaders. Society has forced them to become leaders, and so we need to step aside and let them lead, even if it means checking our privilege and letting them lead us.
As you can see what she said, as a matter of fact, there is a research, a proven study out there showing that the DNA of a black man is far more superior than that of the rest of the race. White, brown, pink, whatever you can call them. And I'm going to do a video on that. But then, share this video to your family and friends and follow me for more. I still remain Kelechi Ogbonna, aka Captain Africa. It is time to awaken the genius of African people and take over the world. See you at the top.